How you doing? Okay, thank you. I know it. Well, good afternoon. If you are just joining, let me know where you are joining from. We're a little late getting started. Oh, Mr. Max needed some attention. He was just needy and he needed a little attention. Hey, Tatiana, how you doing? Hey, Beth Robin, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, my goodness. So glad you're here. So, y'all, hang on. Let's take our TikTok friends for a little looky-loo. I'll take you for a little looky-loo. Look at my Christmas cactus is blooming. Y'all, if you know me at all. See, our YouTube friends can see it over here. Oh, it's so pretty. Uh, ugh, if you know me at all. You know I can't grow anything and I can't cook. Hey, Kelsey. Hey, look. I have mailed your ink pens today. I mailed them today. Look, let's take our YouTube friends for a little looky-loo. Here, hang on. I'll take our YouTube friends for a little looky-loo. See? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it just beautiful? Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Just hanging in there, doing such a great job. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like Lindsay and Kelsey are going to have a throwdown over who gets yeet privileges. All right, we got our YouTube friends back over here. Let's put our, you have 3 that have never bloomed. So mine has only bloomed twice. That's a lie. Okay, wait. This makes number 3. It bloomed when I got it. My mother-in-law gave it to me, so y'all, I'm like, oh, sweet, sweet Lord, we got to keep this plant alive. My mother-in-law gave me this plant. It bloomed when she gave it to me. It bloomed a couple of years ago, and then it bloomed this year. So I feel like maybe every other year it might bloom. How long have you had them, Beth Robin? Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Like, look at that. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. I can't believe it. A long time? I don't know what to tell you. If it ain't bloomed, I don't know what to tell you. I have 0 plant advice. 0 plant advice. So there's that. But hey, if you're just joining, let me know where you're joining from. I would love to know. We are gonna draw a little bit of something from our subscriber Pam. She sent me something. Let me see if I can find the name of it. It is called. Hold on. It is called. Let me find it. It has a name. It has a name. Where is it? It's this. Oh, let's see. What is the name of this? I don't know what the name of it is, but it's from somebody called Blooming Brushstrokes. Blooming Brushstrokes. Somebody write it down for me so I remember. Blooming Brushstrokes. Brush, B-R-U-S-H, Brushstrokes. I'm going to need somebody to remind me. But look, Pam made us like a little step out and everything. So I told her we would do this drawing on the live today. Kelsey says, I love blooming brush strokes. I can't even say it. How am I skibbitying today? John, most days it's Ohio Riz, but you know. Today, we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, you moved to a new house 6 years ago. Ask if your plants don't like their new home. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. Do I put my cactus away? Like they say to, what do you mean away? Yeah, what do you mean put it away? Mine pretty much stays right where it is, or in the window on the other side of the house, which would be south facing. This side is north facing, and I leave it in the north side of the house during the summer, and I put it in the south side during the winter. But I don't know what you mean by put it away. In a darker place. No, I leave mine right at the window. It needs some water right now. I'm seeing a couple of spots that are in need, but I basically left it on the south side all winter and did not touch it, and this is what happened. Well, hey, Valerie! The bloom triggers when the seasons change, like shorter days. Mine just started blooming. The days are getting longer. That's the reason they say to put them in the dark for a few days. Huh, interesting. I put them somewhere where I don't bother them. When they start looking puny, I put them somewhere where I'd forget about them, literally. And, you know, it could be a month later when I go, oh yeah, it might need water. Oh my gosh. Nancy, thanks so much for the heart me. All right, grab your pen, grab your paper. Grab your pen and grab your paper. We're gonna get started. We're gonna start with, let's move our YouTube, our TikTok friends. Maybe we can move our TikTok friends. I can't move y'all very much because we got, because we got our YouTube friends over here too. So we gotta work carefully together. We're here together. We're gonna start with a dot in the middle of the page. Now look, I'm gonna tell you what. I feel like I'm trying to draw through, this is gonna be real interesting. Hello, friend. I feel like I'm trying to draw through the screen in my phone, and so this might get real interesting. We're gonna put a dot in the middle of the page. Did it. Did it. Dot is there. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna grab, don't panic. Don't panic. I'm gonna grab a ruler. Oh my goodness. Valerie says they're a plant nerd. Valerie, I need those people in my life. They're the people that visit my house and they're like, hey, I'm just gonna take this home for you. Because this poor baby needs some help, so I'm just gonna take this home for you. And I'm like, okay. Just bring it back when it's you know, ready to struggle again. I don't know. What am I using today? What apparatus? I'm using a ruler or a straight edge, and it's just a ruler. There's nothing, well, I say that. There is something special about it. It has a little piece of cork on the back of it, and it is so that the ruler sits up off the page so that whenever you draw on the page, the ink, it doesn't settle in, like it doesn't settle onto the ruler. And like, for instance, when I use this ruler, right? When I use this ruler, it sits flat, flush to the page. So when I draw my line, the ink sometimes, because it's wet, can like get up under there, and when you go to move your ruler away, then you have ink on your ruler and all that stuff. If you have a ruler like this with a little piece of cork underneath it, or you could put sticky tack or, you know, whatever else, just to raise it just a little bit, and it won't get ink on your ruler, and it won't drag your ink everywhere. See, I learn things from time to time. Gah! Look, y'all, look. We only have 17 people here. Where is everybody today? I had a feeling today was going to be a wonky day. I just had a feeling. All right, we're going to draw a line. So we draw a line. Oh, we missed a spot. Hold on. We missed a spot. That's okay. That's all right. We missed a spot. I'm going to draw another line. Does that look straight-ish? That looks straight-ish. We're going to draw a line across. Now look, did we cross through our dot? Nope. No, we didn't. That'll be okay. It'll be all right. We're just going to keep drawing sections. See, we just keep drawing sections. Okay. I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey, y'all, don't look at it. I just noticed what I did. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Oh my God. Y'all. No, that was not intentional, Kathy. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking, hey, we're going to line up with the corners. That's what I was thinking. So I lined my ruler up with the corners. Oh my God, it's a full moon. Yes, it went south so quickly. I don't know. This is true. Kathy's like, oh my God. Kathy's like, it's close enough to the beginning. Just restart. Oh my God. Lisa says, I do that all the time. I was so confident with this ruler too. Oh my God. Eraser's gonna do us no good. See, I feel like these spaces, when these things happen, it just becomes a new challenge. So maybe we should just keep going. Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute. We're starting again. Where's Nancy? Is Nancy here? She'd be so proud. We're starting again. I'm sweating. Okay. Here we go. Oh, my apparatus let me down again. Right? It's because I have no idea where the middle of the page is. Make a new dot, Kathy says. Kathy, we're making a new dot. New dot. I don't know where the middle of the page is, but this time, we're using the dot as a guide, not the edges of the paper. Using the dot as a guide, not the edges of the paper. Okay. All right, look. Will we go back and do something with that other side? Probably. Because I feel like it just presents a new challenge, right? It just presents a new challenge. Okay. We pay attention to the dot, not to the edges of... Katie, oh my gosh, you just missed it, Katie. Oh, man. Where were you with those eagle eyes? You could have been like, no, no, no. Don't do that. Oh, man. See, you weren't here. You weren't here. And so, don't look at the little wonky spot. You weren't here, and so this happened. We missed the dot. Don't ask how. Don't ask how. Oh, Lisa says, put a little circle thing over it and fill it in. Circle it with gold. That's a brilliant idea, Lisa. See? God, I should have just... Look. Kelsey says, I get so mad when this happens to me, I just throw it in the trash. God, that went sideways really fast. Who's not used to using the tools? Me. Look, my whole life, My dad is a carpenter, and you would think I would have picked up a few things, but no. Let me tell you what my whole life has been. My whole life as a carpenter's assistant has been, here, hold this and don't let it move while I screw it in. So if you want to know what I'm good at, it's hold this and don't let it move. If that's what you need, I got you. I can do that. Oh my God, don't ask me to use the tools. This is when things go sideways. All right. Okay. We're going through the circle, through the dot in the middle is what we're doing. We're going through the dot. See? Make a new section. We're going to make one more. Oh my God, I'm sweating so much. So much. God, if you were here today for Bazzy's Live, I should have known. From the struggle she was having in hers, I should have known. I should have been like, yep, it's going to be that kind of day. Oh my God. Should have known. Okay, there. We have created our sections. If you have a square piece of paper, they are Ohuhu, Nikki. They are the Ohuhu liquid fine liners. You can see how much, okay, look, this is not how much ink is in this one. Don't let this one fool you. Let me grab one that actually you can tell. See, okay. See, it has an empty space so you can see how much ink is in that one. Let me find one with less ink in it. See, look, this one only has a little bit of ink in it. It's a number 08. I've colored with it a whole lot. So it only has a little bit of ink left in it. This one is an 03. I use it a lot. See? They're fantastic. I love them. So what you have to be aware of is, look, I have these curated art supply bags, right? Where you can try a bunch of stuff before you commit to something. So if you want to try the liquid, where is it? If you want to try the liquid one, see, it's in there. Look. If you want to try the liquid one, it's in there. If you want to try the regular Ohuhu fine liner, it's in there. If you want to try the Rhythmic liquid fine liner, it's in there. I don't guarantee nib sizes. I just throw them in the bag. Like, here's one, here's one, here's one. There's also a Unipen and a Micron. So, you know, it's a bunch of stuff for you to try before you buy. Nikki, where have you been all my life? It also has various types of paper, one of which is the Ohuhu marker paper. We have a whole pack of paper. And in this pack of paper, it has Ohuhu dual-sided marker paper. It is some of the best marker paper I have ever used. So there's lots of Ohuhu products in here, but there's also things like Jelly Roll, Prismacolor, Faber-Castell watercolor pencils, Sharpie creative markers. Lots of different stuff in here. So you can buy a whole pack of stuff with things like handmade, see that little thing there? Handmade watercolor paper, black paper, some white pens like the Uniball Signo. We also have the no-name gel pens. We have it in silver, white, and there's a gold one in here too. There's watercolor in here, y'all. There's watercolor from Viviva. I had to cut them up to make samples, but there's watercolor in here from Viviva. They look like a sample you would get from like Home Depot, for like a paint chip sample is what they look like, but they're watercolor. And then there's a Kuretake watercolor too. So pretty fantastic, my friend, pretty fantastic. You can find it by clicking the link in my profile. Otherwise, I have not tried refilling these. I don't know if that would be a good idea or not. I would imagine that would get quite messy. And I have not researched to see if that's a thing that you can do with the liquid fine liners. I just go buy a new set. I have a refillable pen that I use. These are waterproof, so if you do watercolor, things like that, and you plan on painting over what you draw, these are great for watercolor. If you're not as concerned about that, I have a refillable pen that I use from Tom Studio. I travel with this pen, and I don't use waterproof ink in this pen. I use like fountain pen ink in this pen. But it's a dual-sided, like I put a small nib in one side and a large nib in the other side. This one has a brush nib in the other side. So I use this quite often when I travel, so I'm not having to bring a whole set of pens. I can just bring a bunch of nibs, and they're teeny tiny and super easy to travel with. So you're going back and forth between trying those and Copic. Everybody that I know that has used Copic and Ohuhu is like, for the money, Ohuhu, hands down. There you go. Bazzy was wild today. You were right. See, Valerie says, I have a no start over policy, so I'd have to deal with it. Valerie, I usually have a no start over policy. But I know that people here are gonna complain. But if it were just me drawing for me, I would not have started over. I would have kept going and figured out something in the middle. You know, I'd have been like, oops, we move forward. But because this was sent in from somebody who was like, hey, could you do this on Wednesdays live? Then I want to make sure I do it right for them. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. What is this live duration thing? Hang on, I have a thing on my screen. Oh, it's a rewards thing. Okay, whatever. Yay. Lindsay says, lies. You never start over, even when people complain. I did it today, my friend. Turning over a new leaf. It's a new me. At least for today. Just for today. Oh gosh, a normal Ohuhu fine liner. Yeah. So the normal Ohuhu fine liners are also great. This one is a little more fluid. I mean, literally, it's more liquid. So if you're drawing on a piece of paper that has a smooth coating, like I like to draw on these albums that have a really smooth paper. So if you're drawing in these albums, then you want to be careful and give it time to dry, or else it's going to smudge and smear. This is a ballpoint pen. It doesn't count. Let's see. What did we do? We just did something the other day in here. There we go. See? Well, that's in a different pen. Let's look for some. It'll smear and smudge if you're not careful on this shiny. See how shiny it is? If you're not careful on the shiny paper. But on other paper, I haven't had any problems. All right. Hey, Antonio, how you doing? Antonia, how are you doing? All right. From here, we're going to take each one of these lines and we're going to move from the center, and we're going to draw a wavy line that kind of crisscrosses across this line, okay? And we're going to do this for every line. Every line. Every line. I'm going to make my wave go the same way just so that it's not running into each other. But I am kind of curious what it would look like if you alternated directions with your waves. Wavy line. I wish I knew what this was called, but I did not see a name on it. But it was from, Kelsey, help me out. What's the name of the person it was from? Blooming Brushstrokes. That's who it was from. Blooming Brushstrokes. So I don't know if it's their original creation or if it's something that actually has a name. I don't know. Did I get those? So I have gotten some of them from the place that starts with a T and, you know, ends with an emu. I have gotten some of them from there, but more often than not, I just get them from Amazon. And they differ from vendor to vendor. They're all basically going to have the same covers, but I think some vendors use a different glue. Because while some of my albums have really held up, I've had a couple of them that have done this, and I need to go back and glue it again. So I've had a couple of albums that have started to fall apart because they've come from a different vendor. So I'm looking for a consistent vendor for these because I seriously like these albums a whole lot. And sometimes the paper quality is good enough that you can use alcohol marker in it and it doesn't bleed through. I have had one album like that and I don't remember where I got it, but it looks exactly like these albums. I don't remember which vendor I got it from. So so I couldn't just go back and buy it again. I was like, oh, doggone it, I feel like I gotta start over. Find a vendor. Oh gosh. Headed to find the album in your list. Do it. Do it. It is a love-hate relationship. Either you're either going to really like those albums or you're really not. Kelsey says, I've actually done this one before. Oh, nice. Do you know if it has a name? I would love to know if it has a name. That looks like a Temu one. Maybe, I don't know, Wild Faith. It could be. They seriously all look alike. Hang on. I have several of them. So this is my very first album. I think this is my very first album. This might be my second album. This is my second album. This is my second album. My second album has done the same thing. It has separated. And it's all nice and filled up. But this is my second album, and it did that. I don't remember which vendor. I've got them from several different vendors. This is... I've had this album for a while. This is my Inversions album, and it's still fine. Now, granted, one of these, I think it was this one. This one came apart because I erased something, and instead of doing this, I picked it up by the cover and shook it. I know. We learn. Don't pick it up by the cover and shake it. So this one broke because it was my fault. It wasn't a manufacturer thing. It was, hey, we were really rough with this. So, but they also come in watercolor albums, which are really nice. So it has some nice thick watercolor paper. You can do both sides. So they also come in watercolor versions. I had an album with this exact cover that is the smooth paper album. So I have two of these, one in watercolor paper and one in the smooth paper. So I love these albums. They travel well. The watercolor ones I have had zero problem coming apart. I've never had any problems with the watercolor albums. But there you go. Now you know. And there is this paper, when I tell you in our curated supply bag, there's this paper in there too. It's called the Bristol Marker paper from 5x5 album. I have an album that I bought specifically to take apart. And I just cut the threads and take out a folded page, and it's in here. You can see it back here. It's this paper right here. So you get to try it. So just so you know, if you're like, hey, I don't want to go buy a bunch of supplies to find out I don't like them, because just because I like it doesn't mean you'll like it. You know what I'm saying? So click the link in my profile. There's a list of everything that's included in this bag. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Kelsey says, thanks. Don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. Petruda? Petruda. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to. It's going to be bad. Kelsey says, thing that looks like treble clef. What do you mean, thing that looks like treble clef? That's the name. Oh, that's the name. It's the thing that looks like treble clef. Okay. If you want to try Rhythmic, yes, it's in there. It is in here. Let's find it. As a matter of fact, I need to go purchase. It was at the top. I need to go purchase some more Rhythmics because I have one left. Did it fall out? It's in here. Here it is. It's in there. See? It's right there. Rhythmic Liquid Fine Liner. I do not guarantee colors of markers or sizes of nibs. I just reach my hand in the box and grab and stick it in the bag. So if your colors don't match, I'm sorry. If you're like, hey, I don't use an 005, I'm sorry. But if you end up with a bunch of fine liners that are all 02s, I'm sorry. But I don't guarantee nib sizes. And hey, I will tell you this. If you happen to get the Rhythmic brush in your pack, feel extra special. It is not planned. I don't know which bags they're in, but some of these bags have the Rhythmic brush pen because the Rhythmic box has an 02, which I actually, Kelsey and I are trading pens right now, so I sent her all the 02s because they're more like a chisel tip, and I don't know very many people who use that, except Kelsey and Lindsay. The brush pen, oh my gosh, it has got to be the darkest, most, like, one and done, man. You don't have to go over it a second time. It is incredible. So just, you woke up with sass. That's okay. That's all right. Oh gosh, you asked the name and you're just kidding. Well, look, now you need to be a super sleuth and go find the name of this. I need to know. Because the Bloomin' Brushstrokes did not list the name of this, so I don't know where they got it from, if it's their original creation. I have no idea. Hey, Vivian, how you doing? Oh my goodness, it looks fun already. Valerie, here's what we're gonna do next. Look, Valerie, keeping us on track, reining us back in. It's a full moon, y'all, I'm sorry. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make these, let me move our, hang on. For filming purposes, let's move our TikTok friends. Let's move our TikTok friends where they can see too. Hold on, TikTok friends. Can we, there we go. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna add these, they're kind of like circles, maybe not quite circles. We're gonna make them more like ovals. But you can add bubbles if you want to add bubbles. You could just make them round. I'm going to try to make mine like tall and skinny, like a supermodel. Tall and skinny, like a supermodel. Just think supermodel bubbles, tall and skinny. See? And we're going to color around them. What we're gonna do. I am using an 02 right now, and I feel like it's a little big for these small spaces. But I'm gonna keep going. It's what we started with, it's what we're gonna use. Feel like, you know, you use the tool that's in your hand. I mean, if you have other tools that work better and you wanna get them, by all means. But if you struggle to use a ruler, maybe you know, maybe there's a reason you struggle to use a ruler. Hey, Mrs. Bats, how you doing? Oh, my goodness. I am good. How are you doing? I have no idea how to say your name. I'm so sorry. It's not in a language. I am not multilingual. I know. Right, Kelsey? I'm like, I'm sorry. I see you typing, but I don't. Does it translate? Hold on. Let's see if it translates. No, it doesn't. Wait. No, it does not translate for me. I'm so sorry. Working and watching. All right. All right, so on the other side of this, we're going to put these, see, we're going to keep putting this in these spaces. Just like this. Tall and skinny, like a supermodel. Oh, thanks for the love on the live stream, y'all. I appreciate that. If you're here in YouTube, make sure that you like the live stream. Give me a follow here on YouTube if you're here. I would love that. We are trying to grow our audience to be able to enhance our live stream experience. So that would be really handy if you were to do that. If you are here on TikTok, well, show the live stream some love. I would, love to see it. That would be a lot of fun. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. We're running into this problem again. Nancy, don't you say a word. I've ordered the thing. It's not here yet. It's supposed to be here today. It is not here yet. So I am once again fighting with one charge cable. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. We will make it work. Make it work. Add the bubbles. And if you want them to be nice round bubbles, well, make them nice round bubbles. If you want them to be a different design, not bubbles at all, heck, you could do that too. If you just wanted to put lines in there, you could just put lines in there. That would be all right. It's your paper. You do what you want on your paper. There's no right or wrong. If you put bubbles in the wrong space, that's okay too, because again, there's no right or wrong, right? It's just different. It's just different. If you decided to make zigzags instead of wavy lines, all right, do it. I'd love to know what that looks like. Hey, Anahi, how you doing? Yours was a variation of this with bigger spaces and flux instead of bubbles. Ooh, I like that idea too. Nicely done. Well, I told Pam we would do this today. I don't know if she's here, but I told her we would do it. So here we are doing the thing that we said we would do. Cheryl, thanks so much for sharing out the live stream. Look at that. Gosh, Cheryl Cheryl, like, sharing with her friends, her friends' friends, all the people. Thanks, Vivian. I usually say, like, hey, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your mom's friends, your friends' moms, tell your auntie, tell your second cousins. Your first cousins, I don't know. Those might be, some sketchy people, I don't know. But your second cousins, they all right. Oh my gosh. Heck, you might have that one uncle that really likes art. All right, we fill in the space. How are we doing today? Today is a full moon, y'all. I had to go take Pops to town today. And I was like, look, man, we are never going to town on a Wednesday morning ever again. Because people can't drive. It was awful. Cheryl says, eating lunch and tapping and sharing. That's right. Tell your second cousin once removed. It's a good way to meet your neighbor. Be like, hey, I need a friend to do art with. I need an extra set of hands. I need you to hold this and don't let it move. Oh my gosh. That's generally how I meet my neighbors. Hey, I'm moving furniture and I need some help. That's, We had a girl that used to live next to us when she was in high school. She's grown now, but when she was in high school, they moved in next to us, and she came over. It was during the summer, I guess. She came over to introduce herself, maybe. Her parents weren't home, and she just, her mama was home. Her dad was working. And she came over to introduce herself, and I don't remember if she needed to borrow something or what it was. There was another reason she was there. And I was like, hey, while you're here, I was in the process of moving y'all. I was in the process of moving an armoire upstairs by myself. Because my kids were real little. And I was like, they don't need to help. And, you know, I was like, hey, while you're here, you're an extra set of hands. Could you? And she was a tiny little thing. Oh my God. For being in high school, she was such a petite girl. And I was like, you know, here's what I need you to do. But it's a great way to make friends. Oh, Vivian, I'm so glad you're drawing along. I got this from a subscriber who got this from a channel called Blooming Brushstrokes. Can somebody put that in the comments for me and maybe pin it? Let me grab a chair. Got this from a channel called Blooming Brushstrokes. I don't know if it was their original idea. So I don't know if it has a name, and I don't know if it actually belongs to anybody else. I don't know. But did she come over again? She did, almost every day. We spent a lot of time together. She came over almost every day, and you know, we hung out. Her mama didn't speak English, so her mama. I tried my best. I tried my best to get her mom to visit. I would go over and say hello to her mom, or, you know, try to be polite and try to make her feel welcome. But her mama didn't visit often with her because she didn't speak English. And I was like, I don't think that's a reason that your mom can't visit. But her mom was just a really, really quiet homebody lady. Really sweet. But, you know, just kind of kept to herself. But, yeah, her daughter would come over almost every day. And we would just hang out. Just hang out. All my kids were little. And the company was good. So, and then she grew up and had her own kids, and, you know, and moved on. And I still see her through social media. But, you know, I think she was in 10th or 11th grade when they moved here. So once she graduated and she got married and had kids and moved on and, you know, started her own sweet little life. So that was just really nice to watch. And now it's just quiet again here. My other neighbors on one side of me travel a lot. They go to their camp a lot. And then the neighbors on the other side of me, I visit with occasionally, not as much as recent. That neighbor is going through a lot of health things and has a very weakened immune system. So I try not to, you know, have, like, if we have coffee, it's usually on the porch or something like that. So I try not to visit inside with her too much. But we used to make cookies together. She used to make these great cookies for Christmas. And we would make cookies together, and that was really, she taught me how to do that. And it was, I mean, it was an ordeal making these cookies. They're like special, they call them wedding cookies. And they're like, they have a fig paste on the inside. And they are delicious, and we made everything from scratch. And look, the one time that I made them by myself, did I accidentally chop up my silicone spoon in my food processor? Yes, I did. And this is why I need to be supervised. Oh my gosh. And I was like, all that work. And like the last step that I had in the food processor, I accidentally shoved my spoon in too far and chopped up my silicone spoon in the food processor. Oh, I had to start all over. Awful. It was awful. Oh gosh. You've never heard of them with fig? Oh my gosh, they were so good. so good. What do you usually make them with? They had like a fig inside, and we made our own icing for the outside. And they were like little fingers, like little, you know, bar cookies. And they were just delicious. And you could freeze them. Oh, that was the best part, right? You could make a whole bunch of them and then freeze them. But it took you literally all day to make them. And she gave me her recipe, which is like a handwritten recipe. And she was like, okay, so here's the thing. For the dough, I use this recipe. And so, like, you know, we have a piece of a recipe from something. And she's like, but for the inside, I use this recipe. So we had that recipe, right? And then she's like, and then for the icing, I use this other recipe. So instead of writing it all down, she just copies it all. And I'm like, and I'm supposed to remember what recipe goes with what part. Oh my gosh. This one is almond with powdered sugar on them. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what those are called, but I know what you're talking about, those almond cookies with the powdered sugar. I don't know where she learned to make these or why they were named what they were named, but they literally usually make them, that's why they make them, is they usually make them for weddings around here. So, but we made them for Christmas. That was several years ago. I say that. That was, how long ago was that? Yeah, I guess that was several years ago. I should try making them again because I have not made them. I made them once with my mom, and I have not made them since because they take so much time. Beth Robin, I'm so glad you were here. Sharon says, I did that once, making margaritas in the blender with a wooden spoon. Hey, Lana from Oklahoma, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, this is gonna be tedious, but that's okay, right? We're here together, so if you're drawing along, today is probably a good day to draw along. Things won't go awry anymore. I feel like we've gotten that part out of the way. From the beginning, we've gotten that part out of the way. Oh gosh, if you were here earlier, you missed them, then you saw the mishap with the ruler. Can't make this stuff up, y'all. Oh my goodness. The struggle is real. There's a reason that we say, you know, we drive the struggle bus. It's real. Almond crescent cookies. Oh, those sound so good. You're talking about Mexican wedding cookies. That was your next guess. These felt more like maybe an Italian wedding cookie or something. I don't know. They just gave me that vibe, right? Like that's the kind of vibe they gave me. Jenna, I'm so glad you were here. We're going to make this into a post. Don't worry. Yes, it'll be posted somewhere. It'll be posted here. It may not be today, but soon this will be a post. It'll also be a live stream replay probably in YouTube. So you can, you know, watch it again there if you need the slower version, if that helps. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, y'all. We're having our giveaway this Saturday. February 4th, no, wait, when is Saturday? When is the 14th? Friday. We're having our giveaway Friday for paid subscribers. If you are here hanging out on YouTube, we have a paid subscribers area. If you click the link in my profile, it's going to say subscribe to my coffee page, KO-FI. It's going to be the first button in my link. We have a paid subscriber area where we have even more fun. We have giveaways and monthly challenges and downloadable stuff, and just lots of extra fun. So I have not been keeping up with as much downloadable stuff because I feel like we have plenty of people there who I feel like I haven't had to babysit that as much, because I feel like there are people there who you guys really kind of look after each other and give each other inspiration. And I haven't had pieces that have gone so crazy into left field that, you know, we have to leave it as it is. And actually, the last one that we did like that became the subscriber challenge for last month. Normally it would have become a digital download to say, hey, go fix it. Oh, Tracy, I'm so glad you were here. Oh, gosh. Oh, Nikki, thanks for joining the team. Oh, my goodness. Yep, we have an artist trading card group. Thanks. We have a whole Discord and an artist trading card group. So here's what I started doing instead of as many digital downloads. Because I feel like there's enough there to play with right now. We started doing classes on Discord once a month. And these classes, some of them are art related, some of them are other. So like last weekend, we crocheted. Kelsey taught us how to crochet. And so we had a crochet class. A few weeks before that, we had a jelly printing class, and we learned how to jelly print. And we learned how to do magazine transfers. So that was a lot of fun. In 2 weeks, probably less than that. So not this coming weekend, but next weekend, we're gonna be learning how to make biscuits from scratch with Melanie. And that reminds me that I need to make an event. So not all the classes we do are gonna be art related, but you know, they're still gonna be fun. And they're not of any more cost. Like, it doesn't, I have the hiccups, y'all, I'm so sorry. It doesn't cost you anything extra as a subscriber. It's just some extra fun that I like to have. And I figure if I want to learn it, well, doggone it, you might want to learn it too. So why not learn together? You know, if I'm going to take the time to learn it, let's do it together. So it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. And I hope you do too. You saw my headband update. What did you think? Here's my problem, Kelsey. I am trying my best to count to 20, but here's what happens. I go down the row and it ends up having 21 chains. And I'm like, I don't know what happened. So 21 chains. But then and then, you know, you do your extra and then you turn it. And when I go back down the row, I only have 19. And I know that's not possible. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I'm telling you, one side always has 21. And the other side always has 19. And you would think that it would keep it somewhat even, right? But it doesn't. I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh. How long have I been drawing? Technically, I have been drawing most of my life. But there was a period in my life, like when my kids were little. When my kids were growing up, I stopped drawing and I started doing photography. And so I did that for over 20 years. And I did that professionally for over 20 years. And so I have just picked this up again 2 years ago. 2 years ago. It looked better as I got going. Still, the last few rows still did this. Like, they still, like, what happened there? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, we're just calling it a scalloped edge. That's right, Lindsay. Just gonna call it a scalloped edge. Oh my goodness. I would love to know if you are drawing along. I love when people participate, but I will say this. You draw along at your own risk most times. I feel like this time we have a good handle on something because this is not an idea of my own. This comes from um, blooming brushstrokes. I don't know if it's their original idea, but this is where I saw it, from Blooming Brushstrokes. So this is something that we are repeating from them. So I will make sure to tag them and all that good stuff when we load this as a post. But, you know, when we're on our own, doing our own thing, you definitely follow along at your own risk. Most people have learned, most people have learned to just wait it out and see where it goes. Oh my gosh, you're drawing the flowers I posted last week. Oh, awesome. Yeah, if you're drawing along, let me know. Lana says she's drawing along too. I love it. It's like swimming without a lifeguard. That's right. It's like swimming without a lifeguard. Oh gosh. This is going way too smoothly. Sharon, you missed the beginning. Let me show you what happened in the beginning. Okay, so we drew our dot, right? We drew our dot and we made our lines, and we're making our lines for our sections, and this happened. I don't know how it didn't line up with the dot. I mean, I know how it didn't line up with the dot, but I don't know how I didn't notice that it wasn't lined up with the dot. And so we had this, and we were far enough in that for the first time ever, I decided to start over. Just decided to start over. So there you go. It's the first time ever you are witnessing history. This is a historical moment, y'all. I never start over. We usually just go problem solving skills. Let's figure it out, right? But yeah, started over today. You're turning a new leaf. I don't know what's happening. It's a full moon. I don't know what's happening. Full moon. But you can put whatever you want to put in these little areas. It doesn't necessarily have to be bubbles. You could put other things. You could put flux. You could put lines. You could put, you know, like you could make railroad tracks. If you want to make railroad tracks. I do kind of wonder what it would have looked like had we used, maybe we'll do that on the other side. We'll do zigzags instead of wavy lines on the other side. And we'll fix our little hiccup. I feel like that's a thing that we can do. I'm feeling capable, just like I was feeling confident about that ruler. I feel confident that we can fix the other side. You know, I'm just saying. All right, we color in around all of our bubbles. Give it a little weight. Give it a little weight. You usually just watch and wait it out, but you decided to draw today. I feel like today is a good day to follow along. Vivian says my brother's a good, draws real good since he was in high school. Ever since he was in high school, and since Vivian was 6, they've been copying his drawings, and now you're 49 years old and you still love drawing. That's awesome. What do they say? Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I don't know that that's absolutely true, because some days what you love feels like work. You know, feels like, oh, gotta do the thing. Especially if there's paperwork involved. Like if you like doing stuff like this, and you have a job where you can do stuff like this, but then there's also math and paperwork involved, and you don't enjoy math or paperwork, that day is gonna feel like a job. That's okay. That's all right. I had my own business for over 20 years, and every time tax season came around, and my husband would say, "Bring me your receipts." He knew what that meant. He knew that that was going to end with a jar of receipts that were just shoved into the jar. And I was like, "You're lucky if they're all there." If they have made it to the jar, we are doing good. It was kind of like that scene in Dodgeball. Anybody seen Dodgeball? Where, you know, she's his accountant and she goes to do his receipts, right? And he's like, they're in the closet, and she opens the closet and it's just like piles of receipts. Yeah, it was like that. And he knows that about me. And look, tax season is quickly upon us. And I know that look, last year, I gotta start talking lower in case he can hear me, because last year, he made me an envelope and he's like, all you gotta do, all you gotta do is as soon as you come home with a receipt, you put it, I think it was in the back. I don't remember if it was in the front or if it must have been in the back. You just put it in the back. It's the last one, so that we have this, you know, running list going from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. You just keep putting it in the back, and it'll be all in order, and it'll be nice. Y'all, firstly, I've got to find the envelope. Secondly, the rest of my receipts are just piled on my desk in no order. Oh my God, he's gonna hate me. Don't tell him. I'm determined I'm gonna fix this before he sees it. And he's going to be so proud of me that I kept my receipts up all year long. But I know it's going to happen. He's going to go to itemize, and he's going to be like, "Where's your receipt for this? You know, this XYZ." And I'm going to be like, "It's not in there." And he's going to be like, "No, it's not in there. Where is it?" And I'm going to have to be like, "Oh, I don't know. It must have fell off the car." Or it must have got thrown away in the bag. I'm going to have to lie. Because the reality is, I had that stinking receipt. I put it somewhere, and we don't know where that somewhere is. Oh my gosh, because if I make it home with the receipt and it does not go immediately to the desk, does it run out of ink quickly? Izzy, no, mine tend to last. I guess it depends on, it's like with any pen, right? It depends on how much you use it. But I haven't had the experience where they run out really fast, but I also think it depends on, like, there are other factors, like your climate. So I think that's a loaded question when it comes to ink usage and ink pens. Because I have friends who live in really dry climates and really fight with longevity of ink pens. You know, they're always like, they dry out and blah, blah, blah. I live in a very humid climate, and I have zero problems with ink pens and markers, and everything lasts a long time for me. I haven't had any problems. So some of that, I think, is just dependent on some other factors. But Veronica, oh my gosh, I'm glad you're here. But hey, look, this reminds me to tell people, it says Veronica will lose their subscription benefits soon. And I don't want you to lose your subscription benefits. We have a giveaway going on for paid subscribers on February 14th. That means you need to make sure that your subscription is paid up by the 13th, because I'll be pulling subscriber names. You can either subscribe here and I'm not just talking to Veronica. This is for everybody. You can either subscribe through TikTok by going to www.tiktok.com from a web browser, like a computer, not from your phone. You can log in and join the live stream, because you're only going to be able to, if you are US based, you're only going to be able to subscribe during the live stream. Otherwise, you can click the link in my profile at any time, and it's going to take you to, it's going to have a set of buttons, and the very first button on there is going to be for my coffee page. It's going to say subscribe to Untangling Addie's coffee page. It's KO-FI. It's $1 cheaper, and you can subscribe there. It'll keep you in the giveaway, it'll keep you in the subscriber space, and that's really what I'm more concerned about, is the subscriber space. I don't want to lose you from the subscriber space, because after February 14th, we are going to start cleaning out the subscriber space, because that space really is supposed to be for subscribers only. And I am giving Nancy yeeting privileges to be able to do that, because I have a hard time saying no. So, see, Kelsey says the Ohuhu pins run out way too fast for her, much faster than the Rhythmic or Unipin. And I have not experienced that. And so that's why I really think some of that depends on other factors, like where you live, what the climate is, how much you use them. It is Ohuhu, Izzy. It is the Ohuhu liquid fine liners. Liquid fine liners. You can usually see how much ink is in there, but right now, let me find a pen where you can see the ink usage. Okay, so here's my other pens. See? You can see I've used a lot of ink out of this one. It is an 03. I use the 03 a whole lot. You can also see on the 08. See? This is an 08. I've colored with it a whole lot. But this, well, this is an 005. I haven't used it a whole lot, so it still has plenty of ink. And then of course, once you go to use it, the ink runs down and, you know, covers the space. So then it becomes hard to tell how much ink you have in it. But once it sits for a minute, that ink all runs back down, and you can see how much ink you've used. The liquid Rhythmic is the same way. It's like the same pen, but darker. And yeah, you can get them from Amazon. Hey, look, you can also get them if you click the link in my profile. I have an art supplies list there. It says like art supply lists or shop Untangling's Amazon page. I have an art supply list on Amazon that has these in there, as well as a bunch of other stuff. But if you're curious about them, if you're curious about other products, I also offer a curated supply bag where I put a bunch of stuff in a bag, a bunch of stuff of things that we normally use here in a bag that you can try before you buy. So there's the liquid Rhythmic, there's the regular Ohuhu fine liner, there's also in here, the liquid is in here as well. Unipin is in here. It's right there. No, that's Sharpie. Unipin is in here somewhere. There's a Micron in here. There's a white pen from the Uniball Signo. There's a bunch of Ohuhu products. There's some Sharpie Creative markers in here somewhere. There it is. See, Sharpie Creative markers in here. There's lots of stuff in here. There's also paper in here if you've been curious about, you know, well, what's the difference between cheap watercolor paper and decent watercolor paper? Well, now you know. Just make sure you take these papers out. They are in order of how they are listed. So just make sure you take them out in order. If you've been curious about the albums that I use, I enjoy using these albums. Where is it? I enjoy using these albums that have, they have a slick coating on them. They look like this. And they have a slick coating on them. And not everybody likes them, and that's okay. But they have, you can see it's shiny. See how shiny it is? Not everybody likes them. So I don't want you to have to go purchase a whole book only to find out you don't like them. Why not, you know, purchase a supply bag and try it before you buy a whole set of something only to find out you don't like it. Because just because I like it doesn't mean you'll like it. I can tell you right now, Nancy does not like that paper. And that's okay, you know? How much are the bags? I think the bags are 40 plus shipping. Depending on where you live, you know, shipping. But yeah, I think they're 40 plus shipping. But there's tons. There's over 20 pens in there, like pens, markers. There's watercolor pencils. There's Prismacolor pencils. There's watercolor in there. There's over 20 pens in there, and paper, and just, you know, lots of goodies. So plenty of stuff to try out. There's a lot of Ohuhu products in there because I have had good experience with Ohuhu. Their markers have been fantastic. Their marker paper, oh my goodness, it has got to be the best marker paper I have ever used, because it is dual-sided. You can color, and I mean color. You can color with an alcohol marker on both sides of this paper, and it's not going to bleed through. It's amazing. You did this tangle from the corner. Oh, that's cool. You love the plant? Look, I can't grow anything. And my mother-in-law gave me this plant. And so I've been like, okay, we've got to keep this plant alive, right? She gave me this plant years ago. And this is like the third time it has bloomed. So it doesn't bloom every year, but it bloomed this year, and it's beautiful. So I need to take another picture of it and show her. So I decided to show it off today, because I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud that it's still here. Oh my gosh. My mom decided years ago, when my grandmother passed away, my mom decided there were 2 big peace lilies that people, you know, gave. And my mom was like, you're going to have to keep the really big one because I can't bring it in my car. It doesn't fit in my car. Y'all, this plant, this poor plant could probably fit in this pot right now. I'm like, you know what's going to happen to this plant. And my mom's like, keep it alive. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Vivian says, I use a lot of Sharpie pens. See? Just because I like it doesn't mean you'll like it. We do have the Sharpie Creative markers in the pen pack, because I do feel like it's different enough from, it's an acrylic marker, and so it's different enough from the Sharpie products that you would normally, right? You normally hear, oh, Sharpie, and you have this idea of what it's gonna be, right? But the creative markers are very different from what you would think of as a Sharpie product. So I put those in the supply bag as well. And I can tell you, those Sharpie Creative markers, they come in a fine tip, they come in a bullet tip. I know we might get a violation for saying that, but that's what they're called. They come in that, or they come in a brush tip. So, you know, there you go. All the information. But if you have any questions on the curated supply bag, you're always welcome to message me and ask. Or if there's products that you're like, hey, have you tried this product? We do a lot of product testing here. And you can see those products that we've tested. Like if you're curious about fine liners, I have a pinned video on my page all about the fine liners that we have tested. You can certainly go watch that video. We also did one on alcohol markers. You can go watch that video. It is pinned as well, I think. But yeah, you know, we product test a lot here too. But if there's ever a product that you're like, hey, have you tried this? And I haven't tried it, then I am gonna go hunt it down so that we can give it a whirl and see what we think. But again, just because I like it or just because it works for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. You know, it might just be one of those things that you're like, no, don't like it. And that's okay. All right, let's take our TikTok friends for a little ride here. How do I move you guys so that, there we go. There we go. Let's move y'all here. See, now I can see everybody and I can see what I'm doing. It's been almost like I'm trying to draw through by watching the back of my phone. And I don't know if you have ever tried that, but it is difficult. Slow going for sure. All right, we're gonna finish this one out and then we're gonna move to our next the next thing we gotta do on this. And then once we do that, we'll go around and finish everything. I hear you, my baby. How you doing? He has had the biggest aruse lately. He's had things to say. And he wants to let you know about it. Okay. So the next thing that we have to do. Okay, after we do that on everyone. We do that on everyone. Yep. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, snap. Okay. And then, where is it? The next thing we gotta do, there we go, is we're gonna draw some lines. We're gonna follow the curves of our wavy line. And we're just gonna pull a line out from the middle and put it there, and pull a line out from the middle and put it there. So kind of like a rainbow. And I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 3, okay? Now we follow the other side. We outline and outline and outline. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Lindsay says, I like the Rhythmic better than the Ohuhu, but I can get the Ohuhus locally and with a coupon. Ooh, nice. Where do you get them from? Yeah, I can't get the Rhythmics locally either. I have to order them. So just a series of rainbows. See? That's what we're gonna make. Series of rainbows. You get them from Michael's. I never thought about doing that. Never thought about doing that. And using a coupon. That is so smart. I guess I don't think about it because, y'all, I have a child that works at Michael's and he will not share his employee discount with me. I'm like, your whole family can use this. It's not just for you. And he is convinced. He's like, no, I'll get in trouble. He is a rule follower. And I'm like, okay, so come shop with me and, just be there so I can check out. And I'll pay for it. And all you got to do is flash your card. Right? I better disown him. And then he makes this excuse like, I don't even know if I can find my card. I'm like, you know where it is. Oh my gosh, that kid. So afraid he's gonna get in trouble for sharing his employee discount. I'm like, it's literally for your family. It is a family discount. Oh gosh, Ben shared his lowest discount with his cousins back in the day, but Ben is not a rule follower. Well, he is a rule follower, let me tell you what. Oh my goodness gracious. He's convinced. He's like, no, they'll know. All right, one more. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this side too. 1, 2, and 3. And then we do the other side. 1, 2, and 3. And we'll do this side. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Looking good. It's looking good. Tell him it's a rule. It's the rule, 26B. It's more like, I know he didn't lose his card. He just doesn't, he's just afraid to share it. Thanks, Vivian. Let me know if you're drawing along, if it, you know, how yours is coming out. Rules are a suggestion. The king of loopholes and technicalities. Oh my goodness. Don't you love those people who are like, it's better to ask permission than forgiveness. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Yeah, not my son. He's like, nope, it's better to ask permission first. He's convinced. Oh, man. And then 2, and 1 more makes 3. We'll do this one down here. 1, 2, and 3. And then we can do the other side. 1, 2, and 3. Often I like to use these longer spaces when I feel tense or when I feel like overwhelmed or, you know, or just being present. I may not feel overwhelmed, but I may also not realize that I have not been taking enough breath. So often we breathe really shallow and we don't realize it. And man, when was the last time you just took a deep breath, you know? Sometimes we forget that. So I like to use these long spaces to remind me, like, as long as it takes me to draw that line, I'm gonna inhale. Then as long as it takes me to draw the next line, I'm gonna exhale. So it's, you know, really good practice to be present and to find your breath again. Right? Right. Rock Creek Water says, yeah, breathe. Oh my gosh. Lindsay says my Michaels was hired and I thought about working weekends just for the discount and extra craft money. Oh my goodness. It's probably not a bad idea. He came in the other day while we were doing crochet day and we were talking about different crochet hooks and he walked in to make coffee and included himself in the conversation. And I was like, how do you know about crochet hooks? And he goes, I work at Michael's. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. He's got to remind me sometimes because, you know, we won't share that discount. So I have to put it out of my mind. I have to literally forget that he works there so that I don't get upset. But every time I go in there, I think about it, I'm like, stinking gotta pay freaking full price for all this crap. Because somebody won't stinking share his employee discount. And then he's like, why would I go with you on my day off? Why would I go back in the store on my day off? And I've even offered to say, like, hey, I will go to the Michael's that you work at because it's not the one closest to me, but I will go there while you are at work and I will get what I need so that you can come to the register with me. And he won't do it. Oh my gosh. Well, he doesn't really sell them. He stocks them. He's just like, that's what he does. He stocks things. So he's like, I know where they are. I know how much they are. I have to change the prices for them. So he likes to tell me what things go up in price and what things come down in price. I don't know why he likes to tell me that, but he's like, do you know that this XYZ went up by $1? Okay, I have ordered online. Lindsay says if you order online and do pickup, you can usually get like 20% off the whole order or something like that. Yeah, I usually order online too. But that's usually just because I'm usually ordering in bulk. Especially like for supply bags, I'm usually ordering in bulk. So I get a bigger discount. But Rock Creek Water says, my son worked at a gym and didn't even tell me. Really? Oh my gosh. Kelsey says, oh, they could commiserate. You were once the price tag changer when you worked there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he does not like that part of his job, but you know, it's what it is. It's what it is. 2 and 3. We just have to imagine that it lives behind here. Then we can say 1 and 2. We remember to breathe. And 3. It really is a good practice when you're drawing by yourself to remember, you know, like, hey, I'm making this long line and I need it to be really smooth. And one of the ways that we do that is to breathe through it. And it reminds us, like, you really begin to notice how shallow your breath has been. It's amazing. So in case you did not know, not only was I a photographer for over 20 years, I've also taught yoga for the last 10. So, you know, we're used to incorporating that breath work into different parts of our life. Lindsay's like, price changer sounds like my jam. I could do that. So many tiny pieces of paper. Oh gosh, and you have to initial every single time you change one. Ooh. Yeah, see, my son likes repetitive jobs too, Lindsay. So it's right up his alley because there's a plan, right? He's like, I know that there's a plan. I know that this is going to happen. And so I go do that thing and it's going to be the same thing over and over and over again. Don't change it. Don't make the process different. He would be great on an assembly line. He would be a great assembly line worker. Just the same exact thing over and over and over. Oh, gosh. Lisa says, when I concentrate, my ballet teacher reminds me to breathe, right? And that's difficult, too, when you're really concentrating on something. Sometimes, you know, you tend to hold your breath. I've been working out lately, and there are some things, you know, some moments where it takes a lot of concentration, or it's a really difficult thing, or a sucky thing, right? Like, I don't like this movement. This is hard. This is sucky. And so you tend to hold your breath, and it's really in those moments that you really need to breathe. So just reminding yourself to breathe. Sounds like a stupid thing, right? It sounds like everybody breathes. What's so difficult about that? It is amazing how much your breath changes throughout the day and how shallow it can become when you're not paying attention to it. And I'm going to tell you what, after practicing like breathing techniques and just remembering to breathe after practicing those things for a while, You begin to sleep better. Your breath during your resting moments, like your sleep, becomes longer and fuller. I'm telling you, changes a lot of things. Just remembering to breathe. And it sounds like a silly thing, but it is useful. Hey, Brandy, how you doing? Brandy, see, okay, Brandy has this little tag next to her name that says we'll lose their subscription benefits soon. So that reminds me to tell you, if you are a paid subscriber here, remember to renew your subscription by the 13th, because we are going to be having our giveaway for the Candy Hearts collection from Ember Lily for paid subscribers. I feel like I have to say that now for paid subscribers, because it means something different. Subscribe means something different on YouTube. So for paid subscribers, you can either subscribe through TikTok during the live stream. If you are US based, you can go to www.tiktok.com. You can log in and join the live stream and subscribe that way. Or you can click the link in my profile. It'll take you to a bunch of buttons. The very first one says become a member or subscribe to Coffee page. It's KO-FI. It's going to take you to the member page on Coffee. And you can subscribe there. That's how I am rehousing our subscriptions for now. It is the best that I can do for right now. So if you're like, yeah, I can't subscribe through TikTok, that's okay. We want to keep you in the subscriber space, and we want to keep you as a part of the giveaway and all that good stuff and all the fun that comes with being a paid subscriber. We don't want to lose you. So I'm doing my best to give you alternatives to being able to subscribe. So that's our alternative is the Coffee page. Brandy says, I went on the website and changed my method of payment, so hopefully it works. Ooh, okay. When do you know when yours expires? When does it actually, wait, there's no inky tag beside your name. I wonder why. I don't know why. Type something else, Brandy. Let's see if it shows up, because sometimes it just doesn't put the tag, even though you're a subscriber. Sometimes it just doesn't put the tag. It's weird. Hey, Steffi, how you doing? Steffi says, hey, Addie, an amazingly saucy crowd. Yeah, what the heck? It doesn't have your tag. I don't know, Brandy. It's been weird sometimes. This isn't a new development. It's just sometimes it doesn't put the tag, and then suddenly for no explanation, it'll start putting the tag again. I don't know. I don't know. Can you get to the buttons? Like, can you put special buttons up? You put your info in TikTok. I don't know. See if you can get to all the subscriber things on here. Can you get to like the subscriber buttons and all that stuff? Is it just not showing your tag? Is your subscription valid and it's just not showing your tag? Because I've seen that before. I've seen where the subscription is active and it just, like, it's a glitch and it just doesn't put your tag. But y'all, Brandy's an OG. She been here a long time. So we know Brandy's in good standing. And we also know Brandy doesn't want to lose her day count. You're going to try to get on the computer? Oh no, are we having issues? Yeah, get on the computer during the live stream. We don't want to have you missing. We want to make sure that your subscription is current. It will probably, if you are on your phone on TikTok, it will probably kick you out once you log into your computer. So no worries. And if you're like me, I am technologically challenged. So once I get on my computer, I have no sound. You don't want to get booted? I know, right? Hey, look. If I saw that you were among the names of inactive subscribers, I would be calling you. I would be like, hey, girl, what's up? What do we need to do? Oh, my goodness. We'd make sure you were still there. Lindsay says, I tried putting my info on the computer before a sub expired and it didn't work. Had to do it after. Okay, so Lindsay literally had to do it after it expired. So maybe, maybe we can resolve that right here, right now. You know, no time like the present. That's why we call it a gift. Is that right? Did I say that right? Oh my goodness. Steffi, I'm so glad you're here. Vivian, look, Vivian's still here. Vivian, are you still drawing along? Are you almost finished? Because I know I'm slow. I already know this about me. But you can't rush things, you know? I feel like this should be a mindful practice. It's not necessarily about the image that comes out of it, because sometimes it looks like hot trash. I feel like the practice should be more about being present and slowing down. And slowing down can be really difficult, and it is a practice. You only get better at it by practicing. Hey, Rose, how are you doing? You did the spiral one from yesterday. Oh, yay. Hey, Megan. Came in late, so you're trying to catch up. Megan, that's okay. We're going to do this on the other side, too. We're going to do it a little bit differently because I started on the other side and had a hiccup. So we started over. But here's what we did. We drew a dot in the middle of the page, and then we took a straight edge. I'll show you on the other side. We took a straight edge and we drew like our sections, but see, I made a hiccup. All of the sections were supposed to go through the dot, and this one, we're not talking about it because somebody here doesn't know how to use a ruler. It couldn't possibly be me. But once you draw your sections, then you go draw this wavy line, right? You draw a wavy line down each section. And then in the sections that it creates, you can put bubbles, you can put lines, you can put whatever you want to fill this section with. And then once all those things are filled, see, like you can see our wavy line. See, our wavy line comes in. Then once you fill all those sections, then you just follow the shape of the curve and draw your extra lines. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Steffi, I'm glad we're all here too. Oh my goodness. So glad we're all here. You guys are the best. All right. We're gonna fill in these spaces, and I decided to use tall, skinny bubbles like supermodel bubbles. See? They're like supermodel bubbles. They're not round. They're kind of like ovals. Call them supermodel bubbles because they're tall and skinny. Tall and thin. Taking your time and slowly. You see, it's a practice. It's a practice to slow down and take your time. It's a struggle for real. But the more you practice it, the more you get used to it. Just like breathing. The more you practice taking those long, full breaths, the more it becomes a natural thing. I had sleep apnea for a long time and really began to practice some breath work. And even my husband, I didn't know this. This is how I found out about it. My husband, after a while, said that my breathing pattern while I was sleeping, my breathing pattern had changed. And he was like, yeah, you breathe so much better while you're sleeping. He said your breath is a lot longer. So that's how I found out that, you know, it was affecting my sleep quality. You like how it turns off your brain from overthinking because you're concentrating. Yep, you're concentrating on drawing. So I find that when I am drawing repetitive things, if it were just me here, I probably wouldn't have music on. It would probably just be quiet. And it's during those times that my brain processes things. So I'm able to slow down and think about some decisions that I have to make, or some things that have been going on in my life that, you know, I just haven't had time to really process and think about. And it's in those spaces, you know, when I'm doing things like this and it's repetitive, it's during those times that I have the ability to really sit down and think about things. So it's very, very therapeutic for me that way. Because every other part of my life is busy. You sleep with a CPAP? My husband sleeps with a CPAP. Oh, look, we didn't finish this part. I don't know how I didn't finish that part. We'll get back around to it. Tried for years. For years. I have taught yoga for 10 years and practiced, you know, for longer. And for years have tried to get him to do that with me. And of course he always makes the joke, yogurt, I love yogurt. And he won't. But he also won't work out with me, so, you know, there's that. I don't know if it makes him feel awkward or what. I'm like, it is. It is awkward. You just get over it. Oh my goodness. Which is funny to me because I think, you know, we've been married so long, and I'm like, you've seen even more awkward things. What makes you think we can't work out together? Oh my goodness. Hey Tatiana. I see those little kitten mittens. And this is true. Kelsey says the CPAP is literally life-changing if you need it. I don't know that it has changed the quality of life for him. He was experiencing just being really tired all the time, and I would have to nudge him all the time because he would hold his breath, right? He would stop breathing. And so I don't worry about that so much anymore, but he's still just as tired. But I think that's mostly because of his stress levels in his job. I think that keeps him really tired, and he doesn't realize it. And he's always kept really weird hours. I'm like, I don't know how anybody can sleep for like 10, 15 minutes at a time and get back up and work. Like, my brain wouldn't function. I need sleep, man. But like, he'll sleep for about 15 minutes. He'll get up, he'll go work. About an hour later, he'll come back and he'll sleep for 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. He's getting better at a longer amount of sleep at a time. But when he was younger, I mean, it was literally like cat naps all day long and all through the night. And I don't know how he's still functioning. Hey, Kath, how you doing? Hey, Jody. Oh my goodness. How are you doing? If you forget to wear your mask, you walk around like a zombie. He still struggles, but I really think his is not, his level of being tired is not related to sleep apnea. I think his is related to stress and how much he works. You know, like I can't tell you how often he gets up in the middle of the night to check on something, and he'll work for an hour or two and then he'll come back to bed. But he falls asleep like, oh my gosh, I have never seen somebody who immediately closes their eyes and gone, he's out. I don't know how he does it. I know, right? The Aussies are here. Oh, how exciting. Oh my gosh. Jody, look, I was there in Bazzy's live too, and I'm going to tell you right now, I should have known. I should have known. Because when we started this, I was like, you're going to draw a dot on the page, and then you're going to take your straight edge and draw a line, and then we're going to make sections. I didn't even get to sections, and this happened, and it didn't pass through the dot. And, you know, these things happen. So I should have known. I should have known how things were going to go today after Bazzy's live. It is a full moon. And I should have known. But I didn't. You know, for the first time ever, I decided, you know what, we're just starting over. We are this close to the start. We're just starting over. New year, new me. Oh gosh. It was nuts. Her live was nuts. It was so funny. I could hear the panic painting in her voice, you know. I was like, oh, that's what I sound like. It was great. It was so much fun. That's what I sound like when things start to go sideways. I panic. We just add more. So it was much like that. She had to sharpen a pencil today with no pencil sharpener. I'm like, oh, in that boat. I'm in that boat. Nancy had to make me buy a pencil sharpener. In that boat. Oh my goodness. Sleep deprivation and coffee is an interesting combination. Vivian, thanks so much. So I have got you guys, we are streaming both on YouTube and on TikTok, and I've got you guys in different places today, and so trying to remember which one is TikTok and which one is YouTube, it's kind of challenging at the moment. But hey, if you're joining, I'm so glad you're here. And if you're drawing along, I would love to know. Brandy, did it work? Did it work? Let me say hi. Say hi with a wave. I waved at Brandy. And you still don't... Hang on. Sorry. Hang on. We got to share the charge cable with our YouTube friends. Share the juice. We got to share the juice. Brandy, how you doing over there? I see that you still don't have an inky tag. Is it giving you problems? I need to know. We are trying to fix Brandy's subscription today because she doesn't have a little inky tag beside her name, and that's a problem. We're having our giveaway on Saturday. Nope, that's not right. We're having our giveaway on Friday, which means you have to be subscribed by Thursday, by tomorrow. You need to be subscribed by tomorrow. I think maybe I will do a live stream later in the evening tomorrow. Because if you are US based, you can only subscribe during the live stream. So I'm trying to give you every opportunity. Y'all, I am trying my best to give you every opportunity to be able to subscribe if you want to remain a part of the paid subscriber group and in the giveaway. We are having a special giveaway February 14th at noon Central Time. You don't have to be present. You just have to be a paid subscriber. So that giveaway is going to be outside of our normal giveaway that happens at the end of every month. There she is. Oh, there she is. Look at that. Oh my gosh, y'all. We went from 100, almost 130 subscribers to 56. Oh man. Well, I can't say that. To 56 here on TikTok. We have some of you guys over on the coffee page because subscribing here may just be unavailable or too difficult. Or maybe you don't trust it. I don't know. So hey, you know, if you're like, oh, either I can't or do not want to subscribe here at TikTok, you can always click the link in my profile and subscribe to my coffee page. It is KO-FI. It is the very first button that comes up through that link. It'll say become a member or subscribe. I forget what it says. Subscribe to Untangling's coffee page. So I'm trying to give you every opportunity to remain in the subscriber group because after the 14th, we're going to be doing some house cleaning. And I don't want to lose you. Oh, Pam, I'm so glad you were here. Thanks for stopping in. Look, see, I told you we were going to do it. And here we are, doing the thing. Do I have an email? Vivian, I do. It is untanglingaddie@gmail.com. Why, are you finished? Are you going to share it with us? I would love to see it. I wish I could share it with others, but I don't have my email set up on my iPad, so I can't show it here. But I can see it. I'll be able to see it and view it. Pam, I'm so glad you were here. Oh my goodness. It's because of Pam that we are doing this today. She shared this with me and was like, hey, I would love if you did this on the live stream. And I told her that we would do it today on the live stream. So we're going to finish this one. And we're going to turn our page over and we're going to see if we can do something with the other side. All right, Vivian, let me know if you end up emailing me so that I can go check it, because I don't check that email every single day. I'm bad about that. We draw our lines across the curve, and we draw them like a rainbow. Like they don't touch each other, they don't connect at the end. Remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. 2 and one more, it makes 3. And we do it again. 1, 2, and 3. Then we move to the next line. You don't know if it will renew automatically. Brandy, that's a good question. We'll find out when we get there. I think for me, it didn't even give me the option of automatic renewal. So it's something that I would have to go do every month for the one place that I subscribe to. It wouldn't let me choose automatic renewal. So there's that. So we'll have to see what happens. But now we know that you do indeed have to let your subscription expire before you can renew. Which is kind of wonky. But we do what we can. 551 days. Look at that. I told you Brandy was an OG. If you have been a subscriber here, tell me how long you've been here. Brandy's been here for 551 days. 2, 3. Nancy's been here a long time. Lindsay's been here a long time. 1, 2, and 3. Lindsay says 537 days. Sharon's been here for 281 days. Jody says, I'm only a baby at 87 days. What does the OG mean? It means original gangster. Cheryl been here for 501 days. Lisa's been here for 410. Lisa, you've been here a long time too. Oh gosh. Hey Tamar, how you doing? You joined last week, newborn. It started Tatiana all over again. Oh my gosh. Donna says 191 days. Can you even believe that, Donna? Vivian says, no, I'm still drawn. Oh my goodness. Loving every second, Lisa says. Me too, Lisa. I always said when I started this, I never, ever, ever intended it to be what it is now. It is totally unexpected. Like, I never intended to have a big following. Like, I did not do this with the decision to, like, grow a channel and have subscribers and do all these things. It just kind of happened, and here we are. And it has been the most fun ride. It has been so much fun. But I also want to keep it. I don't want to turn it into a job, and that's really difficult because I had my own job. Like, I was my own boss for 20 plus years, right? And so it's really hard to not get into the mindset and mode of that churning, machine of becoming a business. So it's been a practice. It has been a practice for me to remind myself that this space is not a business. It is something that we do for fun. And when it's not fun anymore, then I know I need to step back, regroup, because it was never intended to be a business. Now look, do we use this space to do like, we don't pay bills with it. I can't say that, the money that I earn pays bills. I roll most of it back into a giveaway, but I also do, product testing, and it pays for supplies is pretty much what it pays for. It pays for the supplies that I use. Kelsey says 225 days, and it was the best money ever spent. Oh, Kelsey, you're the best. Oh gosh. Jody says I've been following for over a year though. Hadn't been here that long as a subscriber, but been following over a year. Nancy's been here for 538 days. See, right along there with Lindsay. And Lisa too says I was here for a while before I caved. Kelsey too says, me too, Lisa. It's been about a year since I started on the drawing journey. I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. And I love that this space is not about how well you draw. It's not even about like, hey, you should be getting better, right? You should be learning things and getting better. Because goodness knows I'm not. I'm 2 years in and I still feel like, here's all I know how to do. Donna says, I just jumped right in. Oh gosh. And Jody, I think you're right. I think you've been following since before Bazzy was following. So I actually found Bazzy through you guys. So thanks for that. But my goodness, I'm so glad that this space is not about your drawing growth. It's really not. This space has been more about being a part of a community, and just being an encouragement to one another. I think we all find this space or have found this space in a season of difficult time. I think that's a common denominator for a lot of us, just going through something difficult. I think we have found each other that way. But to know that this space is a space of community and recovery. It's a space to go, okay, I'm not alone. Everybody else here is going through something difficult. We're all in a season of just surviving. And I think because we know that it has just been a beautiful space to exist. Some people, what's the word I'm looking for? Mend faster than others, right? Some people are near the end of the season of difficult times, and so they are with us for a short while. Because I feel like, once you're mended, for many of them, once they're through that season, their focus changes a little bit. The things that they, the things that they're doing, the things that they focus on changes a little bit, and that season changes. And so they might just be with us for that season of recovering or coping. And then for some of us, we're in it for the long haul. Some of us are like, hey, I've been through that hard season and I'm in a good place, but I'm still enjoying this because I know that I'm going to go through another hard season eventually. And, this will be here for me. The rest need a lot of help. Well, not necessarily. Look, I do feel like some people find this space toward the end of the season that they're in. So they may be with us for a shorter time, and then some people find us at the beginning of that season. And y'all, that season, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know what your experience is, but in my experience, my seasons tend to last a couple of years. It's like a couple of years that I am steeped in a season before the new season starts. And if you find us at the beginning of that difficult season, then you might be here a while. If you're in the middle of that season, and seriously, I think about some people that are in this journey with us that have been through something difficult and they're in a good space right now. But they're still here because they know what this community has meant to them. And they know that just because they're in a good space now doesn't mean that something else difficult won't come along later. And this really is a good space to encourage one another and lean into one another, and just know that you've got somebody in your corner and you've got a listening ear, and it's okay to vent and it's okay to do those things. And nobody's going to judge you for it. It's okay. Kelsey says, I'm deep in the thick of my season, and I can honestly say y'all have helped me stay alive. See? Donna says, those seasons can be long. I was 7 years before I accepted my divorce. Look, those seasons can last a long time. Lindsay says, yeah, my season usually lasts 3 years. Rock Creek Water says, I've filled 11 books. That's a long season. I've filled 11 books. And I'll tell you what, here's what I have noticed. I don't know if you notice the same thing, but what I have noticed is on my hardest days, when I sit down and put ink to paper on my hardest days, those are the things that I love to, those pieces are the ones that I love to come back to, because I remember what was on my mind. I remember what I was going through, and now I'm on the other side of it, and they are some of the most beautiful pieces. Even if they don't look like much, they hold such a deeper meaning inside of my heart. And I love, just coming back to that space to go, okay, I'm so glad that it's a new day, right? We've turned the page. It's a new day. I survived that day. I think that is just a beautiful reminder of making it through a difficult space. So, it's great to have those albums to look back on. Okay, we're gonna take a break from this side, okay? All right, we're gonna take a break from this side. We're gonna flip over to the other side, and we're gonna see what we can do with this. So let's fix our line here. We're gonna fix our line here. So it was kind of doing like this because I had lined up edge to edge. We're not talking about it. We're just gonna, it's just gonna have a wonky thing in it. Just gonna have a wonky thing in it. All right. So you know what I'm gonna do here? I am once again gonna line up edge to edge, doggone it, corner to corner. That way we have the same wonky line on this side. Look at there, wonky line. Let's make sure we see that line. Wonky line on this side. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Look at there, Rhonda coming in, Amanda coming in. Hey, look, reminder to say, if your subscription is inactive, if you're about to lose it, then make sure that you are resubscribing either here through TikTok or through the coffee page. Ooh, the wind is picking up. The wind is picking up. All right. I guess I'm gonna go through this dot. I don't know what's gonna happen if I go through this dot, but I'm doing it. It's a thing, I'm doing it. Did it. So like lace in the middle. Has anybody ever seen anybody make lace? It is crazy to watch. Like, how do they know how to twist all those things? Ooh, the wind is picking up. We don't normally get wind here. The rain is coming in. Oh, it's gonna be one of those rains. I don't wanna have to close my door. We're just gonna see what happens. Okay. Put another up and down as far as, put another up and down. So you think we should fill these two spaces? Is that what you're thinking? What are you thinking there? Let's move our TikTok people. Let's give you a different vantage point. Okay. What are you thinking? Are you thinking we should make lines this way too in these sections? You make Battenberg lace? No kidding. Lana. Oh my God. To watch people make lace is mind-boggling to me. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna fill these 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna fill those in with more sections. We're just gonna make our zigzags a little bit bigger there. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start in the middle. In the middle. Another sideways is, I'm not doing it, Donna. I'm not doing it. That looks like a spirograph on speed. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a zigzag from the middle. Normally I would just make a zigzag that moves this way, but things get wonky here. We'll see what happens. So we're gonna make a zigzag. Instead of a wavy line, we're gonna give it some angles. So we're just gonna make a zigzag, and maybe our zigzag gets bigger through there, right? And we can make a wonky zigzag here, and I'm just gonna make it from here. And I don't know what's gonna happen. We've never done one like this. So here we go. All right, zigzag, right? Zigzag, zigzag. All right, zig and the zag, and the zig and the zag. And we just wanna make sure that it's on both sides of this line. So we zig it and we zag it. And is it gonna look like something decent in the end? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh gosh, you just got a new phone. You can't remember how to send it. Oh my gosh. tell you what, Vivian, the other way that you can send it, because I'm not gonna send out any digits, the other way that you can send it is through Instagram. You can message me on Instagram and send it that way. And that will work as well, because I would love to see it. All right, we zig it and we zag it and we zig it and we zag it. All right, we've got the zigzags. Woohoo! You are painting 3D printed ducks. What? Look, Brandy's always doing the interesting things. Always doing the interesting things. Can you imagine if a lace maker became an acupuncturist? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, now the question becomes, how do we want to fill these spaces? What do we want to add in here? Listen to the rain coming down. Whew. I feel like spring is here, y'all. This is what spring is like here. It's heavy rainstorms, lots of, you know, like the wind and the rainstorms. It gets really humid and muggy because the warm air is blowing in. Bob Saget. Oh, that's funny. You like zigzags. You like the zigzags. Well, what should we fill them with? What should we fill them with? Let me close the door because the rain is getting really loud. Oh my gosh. Happy noodle legs. There we go. All right. Whew. Baby giraffe legs. What we got going on. Baby giraffe legs. Valentine colors, red, purple, pink. Oh, I do kind of like that. I like that idea. And that is a good idea. Your friend's going to help you get to on Instagram Tuesday. Oh, good. I'm not pulling you into reverse Pictionary. I do have a triangle. See, there's triangles. There's triangles. What are we going to put in those triangles? We got to figure out what we're going to put in those triangles. I do like the idea of color. So let me grab some color. Watch out, Max Arando. Let's grab some color. Maybe we can do this. Okay. Whew. Baby giraffe noodle legs. More triangles, Donna says. More triangles. What did I drop? Nothing. Okay. Pinks. Pinks. Let's do some pinks, shall we? Pinks. All right. Pink. Did it. Do we have another pink? We have a red. Strong red. Ooh. And lipstick red. Ooh. And crimson. Woohoo. All right, let's check these colors out. Hang on. Ah, come on, drawer. Open. All right. I need another piece of paper is what I need. We're gonna test out these colors. It's raining there too in Northern Ireland. Oh my goodness. All right, we have some pinks and we have some reds. So let's look at pinks. Pinks. Doesn't that look like the orangest thing to you? Oh my goodness. And it does. It doesn't really look pink to me, but it's there. Pink 1, pink 2. Oh, I like that pink. That's pretty. And pink 3. That's not too bad. I like those colors. All right. Then we have these reds. We have strong red. I don't have high hopes that these are going to be red, but we'll find out. Your hubby bought a 3D printer. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is red. Look at that. Strong red. And then, what is this? Crimson. Crimson. And lipstick red. Lipstick red. Oh, now the sun's coming back out. See, I like those too. Okay, I like these three together, I think are pretty. Or 1, 2, and 3, that's pretty together too. Or even 1, 2, and 3 are pretty together. What do you think? The dog just barked at the mailman. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do we think? We have 3 pinks, 3 reds, which really look pink. Should we say lighter pinks or darker pinks? What are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what we have going on. The third on the red, the 3, yeah, these all kind of look the same. I agree. They kind of all look the same. I wonder if we can add a little light in there. I don't know if that's going to help at all, but there's a little light in there. And the sun's coming back out. They still kind of all look the same. 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5. That was kind of my thought too. Like either these 3 or these 3. This and this may be too close, but 1, 2, and 3. I think those work well. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. All right. Oh, 1, 3, and 5. Wait a minute. 1, 3, and 5. Okay. Oh, knocked over my little man. All right. 1, 3, and 5. That's what we got. 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5. All right. So, what color goes well with pink? I am color challenged. We're gonna cut these apart here. Good choices. We'll see, Donna. We'll see. All right. All right. Here we go. What color? Lana says blue, green, teal. Lisa says purple. I feel like purple is in the same family as pink. And I feel like if we did blue, then it would feel like a baby shower. Teal, I think, would be pretty. Rhonda says sage green. Oh, Donna also says green. Hey, Natasha, how you doing? All right. Okay. So let's do this. Let's save our 3 pinks for this. For this. See how we have 1, 2, 3 spaces for colors? Let's save our pinks for these. Okay? So what color are we gonna put inside the triangle? We're thinking a greenish color. Is that what we're thinking? A greenish color. Let's see what we have. We have, that one's called moss. This one is just called green. This one is called Viridian. This one, hold on, let's find, that says blue. What is this? That's a light green. This is pine tree green, apple green, which looks really green. I was looking for something that looked more teal colored. There's a peacock blue and a mineral green, which feels gray. So let's see what these greens are. Okay. I'm gonna write the colors down. This is moss. Moss. All right, so we're gonna write the colors down so that we know what they are. Because, you know, somebody once said, the smart thing to do. This one is just called green. This one is called Viridian. And it is spelled B-I-R-I-D-I-A-N, Viridian. We have this, which is called mineral green. And it's like a, did I spell that right? Yeah. Kind of like a light teal sage-ish color. At least to me, that's what it looks like. You're coloring with your Who's and using the swatch cards that came with them, just saying. Yeah, like a grayish green. And then this one is peacock blue. Okay. What do we think? What do we like? That's what we have going on. What do we think? What do we like? Nancy joined just in time to help us pick colors. Nancy, here's what we got going on. We are using this, and this are the colors that we're using. And we need a green to go with it. What do we think? Thanks for the bracelets, Nancy. Oh, look at Nancy with the team bracelets. I love it. What are we thinking? Mineral? I do like the mineral color. Oh, Vivian, thanks so much. Lana says Viridian and Peacock. We're just going to choose one. We just need one. Donna says 1, 3, or 4, and 5. We just need one. We're just going to pick one. Just one, because we're going to put that one color in all of our triangles. Lana says I like mineral too, but she also says Viridian. I think Lana having a hard time choosing. For what? We're going to put it in the triangles. We're going to put green in the triangles. Thea says Viridian or green. Lindsay says moss. Erin says Viridian. I do kind of like this Viridian color. Mineral's really pretty too. I think Peacock, I don't know, might stand out too much. I think this is too yellow-green. Green, here's our problem with green. This green is gonna be really dark, and we would probably have to use a white pen to do any color over it, like to do any pattern over it. Mineral, we could stick with our black pen. Or Viridian, we could stick with our black pen. Or Peacock, we could stick with our black pen. I say these two are out. So 1, 2, or 3. Let's choose between those. Lana's saying Viridian. Donna's saying Mineral. Anahi says 1. 1, 2, or 3. Let's do this. Let's forego these two. This is too yellow, and I think this is going to be too dark. Peacock to you is too blue. Lisa got some big old fingers. Can I color a square like the pinks? I sure can. All right, what do we have? We have Viridian, Mineral, and Peacock. So I feel like nobody's really digging the Peacock. I feel like it's between Viridian and Mineral, right? So let's do this. This is Mineral. This is Mineral. This is Viridian. Yep, that's right. This is Viridian. So this is, Mineral's going to be more blue. Viridian's going to be more green. What do we think? We only need 1. Hang on, let's do this, because it's going to be hard for me to keep up with the comments. So let's quick poll it out. Smiley face, and we can... How do I, okay, I've done this before. How do I start a poll? Start a poll. 1, 1, 1, or 2. Okay. Poll is started over here in YouTube, started over here in TikTok. Smiley face, frowny face in TikTok. 1 or 2 in YouTube. Smiley face, frowny face, TikTok. 1, 2. Nancy beating you to it, huh? Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Smiley face, frowny face, 1 or 2. Smiley face, frowny face, 1 or 2. Do you feel like you're at the eye doctor? If you're here in TikTok, you literally have to tap the screen. Somewhere on here by the comment bar, I think, there's going to be a thing that you can tap on. You can tap on the smiley face or the frowny face. Smiley face, frowny face, 1 or 2. Smiley face, frowny face, 1 or 2. If you're over here in YouTube, there is a poll going. It is happening now. You can vote on that poll. 1 or 2. All right, looks like here on TikTok, 2 is 1 out. Over here in YouTube, we are tied. Oh, 2 has, oh, we are still tied. 2 is 1 out. Okay, I'm ending our YouTube poll in 3, 2, doggone it, we're tied again. Okay, our YouTube poll cannot decide what they want to do. We are tied with 6 votes. So we are ending the poll on YouTube, and I think we are going with 2. It has 1 out on here, so we are going with 2. When 2 is Viridian. So let's go with Viridian. All right. Let me put these other colors back in here so that we're not clutter-bugging everything up. Clutter-bug. Clutter-bug. It smells like... Smells like... disgusting in here. I don't know what it is. It's after the rain. Everything smells gross. All right. Let's add some color. We're going to add some color to our triangles. And then after we add the color, we can add, you know, other things. We can add elements, design elements. That's what I was trying to think of. What kind of design elements, you might ask? I have no idea. Y'all better be thinking about it. Do I have both pages here? No, I don't, just one. Okay, good. And then we have one in black and white and one in color. Look how fancy we're getting today. Now we are not on marker paper, we're just on regular paper. Just regular cardstock. It did not rain hard enough for water inside, but it sure smells like wet carpet. Every now and then when it rains super hard here, we have water that creeps in to this space. So it is something that we have to watch, but it did not rain that hard or that long. So we shouldn't have any paradox. Oh, that would be a good option in that space. Ah, look. Tim would be so proud of you, Lisa. Oh my gosh. That is Tim's favorite. Paradox would be great in here. I like that idea. All right. Missed the edge on the first one. Oh, you're so right. Look at eagle eyes over there. Miss Donna always got eagle eyes. She always watching. Always watching. Thanks for watching out for me, because otherwise I'd have missed it. And I know you're looking at the middle of this like, what are we going to do there? It looks like hot trash. Just hold on. We'll get there. We're going to fix it. And now, look, we're going to have a twofer. We will have two posts that we can use. We'll be able to take this live stream and make two things out of it. I'm gonna tell you what, it has been really weird lately for traction. I never know what people are gonna like. It's the weirdest thing. Like you might have something that's just like super simple and just, you know, like, oh, that felt really, like I can't even believe I put that out there. That felt really like something that you would teach elementary school kids, right? And those are the things that go wild. Yeah, we have the whole first picture. See, like we have the whole first picture, which I'll probably come in and do something in here. I don't know what yet, but we have the whole first picture, and then we have this one that we can use. So that'll be nice. Who has Valentine's plans? Ooh, Valentine's plans. We will be going to see my youngest son. One of the bands that he's in is playing this Friday night. They're having some kind of like Valentine's thing. And that particular band has really been taken off, man. So we're going to see him play Friday night. And we should be having company staying with us for the weekend. So Friday night is go see the boy play. Saturday is I am taking my friend and her friend to New Orleans. We're gonna go have brunch at Court of Two Sisters. And we are meeting, for brunch, we are meeting her boyfriend's mom and grandma. Like they've already met, they know each other. They're from Texas, and they all found out that they were gonna be in Louisiana at the same time. So they were like, hey, let's meet up for brunch. So that's what we're doing. So it'll be fun, I think. It'll be fun. Hopefully it doesn't rain, and hopefully it's not hot. Hopefully we can find parking. Hopefully we don't have to walk a lot. But we will probably spend the day in New Orleans if it's nice. If it's not nice, then I don't know. We'll come back here and hang out. Oh my goodness, you're liking how this looks so far. Lana says, I don't make plans on Valentine's Day anymore. Oh no. Oh man, hey, even if it's just you, you know, I feel like you could still make Valentine's plans. Pretend like you have a secret admirer. I'm just saying. Even if it's just you, you could still make plans to go do something. Or watch a movie, or, you know, just whatever. That's right, Nancy, we were calling you to come play Reverse Pictionary. Okay, I'm gonna grab a smaller fine liner because I think that 02 is gonna be too big to make, paradox. Lisa, that's a great idea, paradox. All right. Center hot mess. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Don't worry, we're gonna get to it. Oh my gosh. All right, paradox. So for paradox, we're gonna move away from the corner, then we pick it up and move away from the corner, move away from the corner, move away from the corner. We just don't want to hit the corner, and that's all you keep doing. You just keep going because you don't want to hit the corner. Does that make sense? Let's see if we can zoom in here on our Facebook friends. I can probably zoom in a little bit for our TikTok friends too. All right. We want to move away from the corner, right? Away from the corner, away from the corner, away from the corner, away from the corner. Now you know what I think about when I do these. That's what goes through my head. Lindsay says we'll be with cousins up north for Valentine's. Nancy's showing up late. That's okay, Nancy. That's all right. All right, we start in a corner, but then we move our line away from the corner. See, we don't, because if we were following the corner, then we would just be following this outside line. Do the same thing. We move it away from the corner, so we're not just repeating that line. Straight line, but move it away from the corner. Away from the corner, away from the corner. We pick up where we left off. So a lot of times you don't even have to pick up your pen. And you can decide how many times you want to do that. I'm going to do every other one. Why? Because I don't know. Okay, we don't have a corner up here, so we're going to pretend. We're just going to pretend, and it comes back in, and it moves away from the corner, and it moves in, then it moves in, and in, and in, and in. All right. Every other. I'm just going to do every other. I may get myself in trouble because I may have too many spaces or not enough spaces to make it look like every other. I did not count them. Beats me. But we're gonna find out. All right, every other. So we're gonna do this one. It's gonna come this way, then this way, then this way, right. Every other, which means this one is gonna be how we doing? Let me know what you end up filling your spaces with. If you decide to draw along with this one. Let me know what you did for the other one if you drew along. I would love to know. There we go. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Hey, Jenny, thanks for the follow. Brandy says on Saturdays they watch the daughter bowl in sectionals. I'm so glad she made it to sectionals. You did those in your last angle? Oh my goodness. You work on Valentine's Day and then we're going down to your daughter's house. Nice, Brandy. All right. So if we're doing every other, right? Then it's this one. And if it ends up that it's going to be wonky with every other, then we just go back and fill the others in. Nothing lost. All right. This, 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 this. Nothing lost. We got to pretend on this one. There we go. This one is gonna see this little tiny space filled. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So we fill this little tiny space. Look at that, little tiny space. Hey, Bad Art Tangent, how you doing? All right, fill in those spaces. And we gotta pretend on this one. See, and comes back in and moves back out and comes back in like that. All right, that means this bottom one. Does anybody have questions about paradox? That's a thing that we're doing. All right, let's see. This side. This side goes this way. Are we gonna be lucky? We did not count our sections, so are we gonna be lucky on how they work themselves out? I don't know. I don't know when you need an odd number of things and when you need an even number of things to make them end up every other, you know? There we go. All right. Look at there, we ended up every other. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Love it when a plan comes together. Every other. Ah, that went awry. There we go. All right. Every other. There we go. It would always be even for every other. Okay, that is good to know. See, you would think I would know those things, but I don't. But here's what I do see. Do you see in the middle? Okay, hold on. Hang on just 1 second. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna do it right now. We're gonna move on to our pinks. We're gonna move on to our pinks. Let's make our lines. Okay. We're gonna make our lines and it's gonna say, hold on. I probably should really, nope, nope, nope. We're just moving ahead. Moving ahead. Gonna do it. Hey, Tim. Was it calling your name? I even mentioned you. Lisa is the one that said, hey, we should put paradox in that. And I said, oh, Tim would love that. It must have been whispering in the wind, whispering your name. I love it. Okay, we're gonna make our 3 lines, okay? All right, so we make 1 and 2 because it now lives over here, right? And 3. And 1. Oh, that one was a little wonky. It's all right. And 2. And 3. And 1. And 2. And 3. And here's what we're gonna do with those. We're gonna take our pink colors from lightest to darkest. From lightest to darkest. And we're gonna say fill it in. Fill it in. And fill it in. And fill it in. Is this the right one? I hope this is the right one. I don't think this is the right. Oh, that's strong red. And lipstick red. I don't think I grabbed the right colors, y'all. I grabbed the wrong colors. Wait a minute. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. Remember the colors that we didn't want? I forgot to put them away. We're here now. Remember all that voting we did to choose the right colors? I'm sorry. We're going with it. We're just going with it. Yep, Bazzy's curse struck again. It's the curse of the full moon. We're using the colors that we didn't want. Fooled you! Oh my God! Oh, Donna says put the other lighter one on the outside. That's probably a good idea. We'll put the lightest one on the outside. Oh my gosh, y'all. How do these things happen? I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, well, if you would have put your stuff away. You hush. You don't know me. Okay, let's put away the color that we don't want. It's away. This would be the lightest color, so we'll put the lightest color on the outside. And I'll put these other two away so we don't get them confused. Oh, you'll be over here pretending to be surprised. You want to see the other side. Oh, the other side. All right, Vera, here's the other side. We're not done with it. I don't know what we're going to put in these spaces. I don't know yet. We might just put a rainbow. Maybe, oh, you know what? Hold on. Where is the colors that I just put up? It was this color. Oh. Do I have it in my hand? I have this one in my hand. I don't know what I got now. Okay, I'll save this. Because I don't know where the other color is that I put away. Maybe this. Maybe that. No, not that. Well, shoot. Was it chocolate pink? Maybe it was chocolate pink. No, this is the lightest pink we used. Tender pink. Okay. Maybe we'll just make pink rainbows in here and just add color. All right, but for right now, tender pink. I don't like tender pink on this. I don't know, man. It looks rather well, wait a minute. Okay, hang on. Let it dry. Because while it looks really orange here, do you see it outside here? Those look like two totally different colors. Anybody else see that? Is it just me? I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't like them. All right. I don't know. They're drying. It looks a little bit better. The first and the last color look kind of similar. Good gracious. Let me put this other green up before I forget about it. Okay. As it dries, it gets more pink. Yeah, I do see that. As it dries, it gets more pink. Okay. All right, we add the lines. Sure. Go away, bug. Gotcha. We add the lines. 1, that's 2 already, and 3. And we'll do the same thing here. 1, 2, and 3. And, you know, maybe we walk away with something we like, and maybe we walk away with hot trash. I don't know. 1, 2, and 3. Who knows? It looks a bit orange at first, but when it dries, it looks more pink. It looked very orange at first. Oh my gosh. It looked very orange at first, and I'm glad that it turned a little more pink. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe we decide to leave every other section black and white. Maybe not every section is and 3. Maybe not every section is, what am I trying to say? Color. 2 and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, 1, 2, and one more makes 3. 1, 2, and one more makes 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's color some of these before we move forward. Set the pen aside. All right, this is the color Bologna. I don't know what this is. What is this? Bougainvillea. Okay, so if we skip a section, right? So if we skip this whole row, this whole section, and we do this section, then we would have 1 and 1 and 1. Okay. And 2 is this darker color. I'm not talking about what we ended up with. 2 and 2. And it's just, you know, like little Valentine's wonky things. It's a love triangle. Let that turn into a hot mess. And 1. Oh my gosh. And there you go. 3 and 3 and 3. Okay, we let that dry. Love triangle. I know. All that time taken to pick the right colors. Hush, Nancy. I already know. Oh my God. I already know we're not talking about it. I knew something looked weird when I picked this up and I thought, that does not look orange enough. Oh my goodness. But in the end, it might be fantastic. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a happy accident. Best laid plans. Best laid plans. It could be worse. It could always be worse. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. So far it looks like it'll work out. Maybe. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Do you record these for later? Like, I have to go. Actually, Michelle, I do. Over here on YouTube, you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. I used to save our live streams for our paid subscribers only, but I have been loading them to YouTube, so you'll be able to watch the live stream replay. It's going to be long. I'm warning you now. Or eventually, hopefully these, because we've been doing them in pink colors for Valentine's Day, hopefully these should make it out by Valentine's Day. If not, my apologies, but you'll be able to watch them again on YouTube. You'll just have to watch the whole thing. You know. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. I was trying to keep those from touching, but it's just how it is. Just how it is. Sorry. You have dip ink. Ooh. Nice. You like doing these late at night after you put the kids to bed. Well, this one will be really long, but you can always fast forward. But yes, it will be there as a live stream replay. 1, 2, and one more makes 3. And 1, 2, and 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We do the other side. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna make it all the way over here. So this one isn't gonna have one. And that's okay. That'll be all right that this one doesn't have one, because it'll be no color, color, no color. So it'll be okay. Oh yeah, you can change the speed it plays at. I sound like a yoga teacher. Funny you should mention that. 1. 2. And 3. Remember to breathe. 1, 2. Maybe you inhale across 1 and, you know, exhale the other side. And 3. All right. 1, 2, and one more makes 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm digging it so far. It sounds like I'm counting on a waltz. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, our YouTube people are awfully quiet. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Lots of focus. You're watching, but you're coloring in a coloring book. Oh, Lindsay, were you not confident about this one? Were you like, this one is not going to go so well? And Nancy's over here folding stars. Folding paper stars. 1, 2, and 3. Were you just not confident that this one would go well? I don't know. I mean, we still have a ways to go. Thanks for the gift, by the way. Oh my goodness. Veronica. Oh, Veronica, I'm so glad you're here. And you reminded me to remind others. Make sure you are checking your subscription. Make sure that it's active because we have our special Valentine's Day giveaway on Valentine's Day for paid subscribers. Lana says, I'm having to help my mom bake banana bread. Ooh. Lana, I hope you are baking enough to share with the class. 1, 2, and 3. So yes, you're reminding me to remind others. Make sure your subscription is active by the end of tomorrow because I am going to be pulling our subscriber list tomorrow evening so that I can do our giveaway on Valentine's Day. We're going to be giving away the Ember Lily Candy Hearts collection. It looks like this. It's the Ember Lily Candy Hearts collection. Max, Max. No, no, no roo-roos. Not. No. Hold on. It's the delivery guy. Max is going bananas. He's got the roo-roos. Okay, go lay down if you're going to go lay down. Go. No more roo-roos. What did I say? Go this way. You can't listen. Go. Go. Out you go. He's all excited. Barking. Oh, let me make sure somebody's coming to the door. Thank you. Guess what it is, Nancy? Guess what it is? It's the thing that you made me order. When your dog does that, you say, no bark, and he just barks quieter. He stops for just a second, but then he starts up again. This Friday, we are giving away the Ember Lily Candy Hearts collection. It's color shifting watercolor. It looks like this. Color shifting watercolor. It's gloriously fantastic. Love it so much. But we are giving this away on Friday to one lucky paid subscriber. So you want to make sure that your paid subscription is active by tomorrow. Isn't it wonderful? Look at all those colors. Oh, so glorious. You can either subscribe here on TikTok. If you are US based, you can go to www.tiktok.com from a computer, log in, and join us during the live stream and subscribe that way. Or you can click the link in my profile, and the very first button in that link is going to be for coffee. You can subscribe there. It's $1 cheaper. You know, just saying. Thank you. Yay. I know there's no place to put it. We're not talking about it. Oh my goodness. You know, we talk about Bazzy's doom piles. Feel like I'm right there with her today. Right there with her. I have to clean off my space at some point. 2 and 3. Oh, we missed this one. 1, 2, and 3. All right. I know, tomorrow's the 13th already. Bazzy cleaned, what? Ugh. Okay, maybe we'll hang out with subscribers in Discord, and I'll hang out and clean with y'all. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and I know we missed some. And 3. I'm aware. 1, I see it too. 2, and 3. I lost my groove here. 1, 2, and 3. All right. 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Jody said, I would say she just moved her desk. Still loads of Doom files on the desk. Oh my gosh. Donna said, I almost had it typed and you noticed it. 2 and 3. I have had my coffee today. 1, 2, and 3. Let's just go ahead and do this side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's fill in these spaces. We start off with our color, and we are moving around. So this was color, this is no color, this line is color. So we say 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Rocking and rolling here. And 1. And then this one is no color. And then this one is color. I have a feeling we are not going to end well. And then no color, and oh, look, we do end well, and color. All right. Okay. Hey, Harry Marshall, how you doing? All right, see, we add the color. We add the color. And we add the color. Well, that's not so bad. Instead of making wavy lines, we made triangles. 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 One more section. Oh, we're going over it. It's okay. Don't become impatient. Don't become impatient. And then our last pink color. which looks really orange when it goes on. But it dries pretty pink. All right. So far, so good. What are we thinking so far? See, let's see. One. Here we go, right there. And then we have another space right here. Oh, we missed one. We missed one. How did we miss that one? There we go. And then we got to do the other side. And it looks like this. There we go. Now, we have the color. Yeah, trust the process until the marker dries. It does dry pink. It goes on pretty, but it does dry pink. If you look over here, see, it dries pretty pink. It just goes on orange. So give it a second. Okay. Still don't feel like it's done. Oh, yeah, there was one more thing it needed, and it is this. In the middle, since it's Valentine's Day, in the middle, it looks like it has this really pretty, like, little heart section. So we are going to color it gold. And we're just gonna make a little heart out of it. A little pointy, pointy, pointy heart. Does anybody else see it? Do you see the little pointy heart? See, it comes in and it comes out. It's a little pointy heart. Just like that, it's a little pointy heart. I did it on purpose. I did not. It's just a happy accident. Oh, thanks for the heart, Harry Marshall. It's a little tiny heart, but out of it flows all this magnificent, like, electrical bias, electric love. Hey, Amelia, how are you doing? Some electric love, y'all. Electric love. I still feel like it needs something in these spaces, and I don't know what that is. So for now, we're going to let it live just like this, because I don't know what that something is. Unless anybody has a brilliant idea, we're going to let it live just like that. I know most of you are like, walk away, walk away. It would be cool on a spinner. It sure would. Agree. It would be cool on a spinner. You know what I do have? Hang on. Hang on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Wait just a second. Where is it? Hold on. You know what? It's just paper. Right? Sure. It's just paper. Oh, wait. We gotta make a decent hole in it. Yes, it is squeaky. Okay. From a distance, it's like loads of legs. Ugh, I can't make a hole in this board. It won't stay in the board. I'm not strong enough. See, I'm only good at here. Hold this and don't let it move. I'm not good at put a nail in it. You're looking away. Don't look away. It spins, but only sorta, you know. It won't spin just like this. See, it needs something to hold it in there. But do I have a little pin? I don't. I have this. I have this. I have a thumbtack. What I could do, because this is a really hard board, and I'm sure that this already has, shh, don't tell anybody I did this. You didn't see this? Shh. You didn't see this happen. Okay, are you ready? You're not ready. Look at it spin. Y'all, it matches my Christmas cactus plant. Hold on. Wait a minute. Put a little love in it. Hold the phone. Hang on. Okay. See there? Look at that. Oh. Harry Marshall. Harry Marshall. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, but they're lovely spiders. I'm entertained today. Harry Marshall says again. I am so very entertained today. It is a full moon. There we go. You can't say we didn't have fun today. We had fun today. This is a thing that we did. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. It's lovely. It matches our Christmas cactus. That is in full bloom, y'all. Full bloom. It's glorious. It's glorious. Oh my goodness. And if you were here for the beginning of this live stream, then you saw, you know, this version as well. I don't think we're going to add color to it yet. I think I'm going to leave it just like it is. You can see doing that on a smaller square. Oh, Lana, you totally should. You totally should. Oh, look at that Christmas cactus in full bloom. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. We'll show our YouTube friends. Do you see? Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. Do you see how our picture matches our Christmas cactus? Oh, so beautiful. And it has a little bitty heart in the middle. So beautiful. I love it. I love it. There we go. Those are things that we did today. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I hope you sincerely hope you enjoyed it, because I sure did. There we go. Now you can see all the things that I see. We have our little dancing buddy over here. Oh, he likes to dance. See? Just lovely. Just lovely. You guys are the best. I'm proud of it today. We did a good job today. If you drew along, hi Ruthie, how you doing? You missed us today, but that's okay. You'll be able to watch the live stream replay on YouTube. So check that out a little later. Now you need to teach people to go count and read. Good luck. I know our mistake worked. See, we can always do something with it. We can do something with it. Something comes of it. It's a lot of fun to try to think about things in a different way. We made curvy lines for this one. We made pointy lines for that one. And they both look very different. What can you put in those blank spaces on the first one? Megan, I was going to put color. I was just going to put rainbow pinks in here. But I think I'm going to leave it for right now, only because I want to be able to post it. And anytime I add color to it, they don't go so well. Like, they don't get a direction. They do better in black and white. So I'm going to leave it in black and white. I do feel like it needs something in these spaces, though. Whether it's color or something else, I do feel like it needs something. You didn't get your notification? No! Oh, my goodness. A little accident, not a mistake, Lana says. Thank you so much, Lana, for being here. Oh, my goodness. So glad you were here. So for those of you who joined me on YouTube, thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. For those of you who are hanging out with me on TikTok, hey, thanks so much for joining. Make sure your subscriber. If you have never subscribed before, there's no time like the present. That's why we call it a gift. Subscribe. If you have trouble doing that through TikTok, you can always click the link in my profile. The first button there will say subscribe or become a member through Ko-fi, Ko-fi. You can subscribe there. It's $1 cheaper than subscribing on TikTok. So I'm trying to do all I can to get all the information out to make sure that you have the information that you need to be able to subscribe, so you're not missing out on all the things subscriber related for our page. We have a wonderful paid subscriber space that has even more fun in it, y'all, even more fun in it. It's a great place to be. You get to know a little bit more about me. I get to know a little bit more about you. Together, we share a little bit of life together. And there's, believe me when I tell you, there's lots going on there. There's art trading cards. There's classes that we offer. There's discounts to Ember Lily. Oh gosh, there's discounts to Ember Lily. Lots of fun stuff going on there. So make sure that your subscription is active, because after the 14th, y'all, after the 14th, we're going to be weeding out and clearing out our subscriber space to make sure that it is subscribers only. I only do this, like, I'm only a stickler about this a couple of times a year. And February is one of those times a year. I know you would think February is the month of love. Well, March is my birthday. And we usually do something special for my birthday. So yeah, I want to make sure that that space is going to be subscriber only for the month of March. That's right. Love, laugh, and love. Or laugh, love, and laugh. Either way. As long as you get some giggles in there, you're doing good. So y'all, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you again tomorrow at some point later in the afternoon, early evening. So make sure that your notifications are set. I'm going to give you one more opportunity to subscribe before our giveaway on Friday. So tomorrow will be your last opportunity to subscribe before Friday's giveaway. It is a paid subscription, so make sure that you are subscribing either here on TikTok or through the link in my profile on Ko-fi, Ko-fi. Love you guys. Y'all are the best. It's starting to rain again, so I'm going to go refill my cup and enjoy the rain. And enjoy my wonderful Christmas cactus that is just blooming like crazy. Love it so much. I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye now.